Good day and welcome to my channel. So I just want to talk about candle magic again. I did do a candle magic demonstration where I showed you how to actually do candle magic and how to dress the candle and things like that. So I want to address how it can be used for manifestation and why it actually works. Some people think, well, they consider candle magic to be excellent. Other people probably think that it's just trash and a load of rubbish. But let's first have a look at magic. Okay, so what is magic? Magic is the manipulation and direction of energy. And you direct that energy to the particular thing that you want to change in your life. And then let's look at manifestation techniques. Manifestation techniques are manipulation and direction of energy to a particular outcome. So they're actually the same thing. So when you're doing manipulation techniques, you're actually performing magic or spell work. So if we look at it from that angle, then we can consider any kind of manifestation technique to be the manipulation and direction of energy to a particular outcome. And this could be either a new job, a new partner in your life, new apartment, new car, more money, increase in your business, you know, whatever it may be, whatever you want to manifest. So when we look at both examples, we are looking at the same thing. If you look at vision boards, for instance, you would gaze at the vision board and it would create a certain feeling of appreciation. And that feeling of appreciation would then direct the energy in a certain direction. If you look at a different manifestation technique such as scripting, scripting is the same thing. You're actually writing out what you want to manifest, your desires, your will, and through that writing you are then directing the energy towards the outcome that you want. And any kind of manifestation technique, even visualization, just simple straightforward visualization. When you're visualizing something, you are welling up a feeling appreciation for that thing that you want, and you're bringing it into the present state. And in order to do that, you need to manipulate the energies and direct them in a certain manner in order to bring that thing into your life. And it might not be a direct manipulation. You may need to actually manipulate your energy at the current state, at the present time, because your energy signature or your energy flow at the moment might not be conducive to actually bringing that thing into your life. So you need to first manipulate the energy around you so that it is conducive to bring in the thing. Otherwise it just creates a barrier and a block and that thing can't come in. So with candle magic, excuse me, I got an itchy nose. With candle magic, it's not just about the manipulation of energy. You also have other aspects such as color. Color holds a particular energy, and it holds it in two ways. Well, I believe it does. The color itself holds the energy, but also your intent, how you feel about that color. And two different people might feel completely different things about the same color. For instance, red to one person may mean danger, keep away, stay away, don't go towards it. Whereas another person, it could be passion, love, sexuality. And they're two very different concepts, different ways of looking at one particular color. So when it comes to color correspondences within candle magic, have a look online for what is generally used, but then also consider how you feel about the color. Because if you want to do a love working and you see and you want passionate, hot, red hot passionate love into your, bring that into your life, but you see red as dangerous and stay away, then it's not going to work for you, because the energy that you're going to be creating is completely opposite to what you actually want. So consider what is generally used, and then consider how you feel about that color. The same thing goes with the herbs that you actually use and the oils that you use. Herbs and plants, they have a particular energy about them. They have a particular spirit. If you go into shamanism, it doesn't matter what kind of shamanism it is. If it's from Russia, from the Nordic traditions, from America, wherever that shamanism may be, when you look at plant magic, the plant has a spirit to it, and a single plant can have a spirit, but it also has a grandmother spirit, which I suppose you could say is the genus of that plant. You might have various, a bit of a hierarchy, I suppose. You've got the spirit in the actual plant that you're working with, that's growing in your back garden, for instance, and then that particular plant in general may have a grandmother spirit, and then the genus itself, or the species, whatever it may be. But the point is that a plant has a spirit, and that spirit, it brings about particular things. One way that shamans, especially in the Amazonian shamans that I've read about, heard about, know about, they, in order to understand the spirit of the plant and to know how it can be used in medicine and things like that, they actually sleep next to the plant for days, maybe even weeks on end. They sleep next to that plant in the wild. And through that process and through the constant communication with the plant, they end up creating a connection with the spirit of the plant, or the grandmother spirit of the actual species, genus, etc. And then they communicate with the spirit, and they then get information about how the plant can be used in medicine, in magic, etc., etc. So there's definitely something to the plants and the herbs that you use. Stones, even if you know about crystal magic, crystal healing and things like that, you'll know that each particular crystal, every particular stone, has an aspect about it, and can be used in particular ways. So there's the color, there's the herbs and the stones and the minerals, but then there's yourself and how you actually direct and manipulate the energy. So when you're doing candle magic, what you have is actually a constant reminder for a period of time. So let's say your candle burns for 5 hours. During those 5 hours, you will keep looking at the candle just to keep an eye on it, make sure it's still burning, how the flame's going, if it's a strong flame or weak flame, whatever it is, you are constantly bringing your attention back to the candle, which brings your attention back to the actual purpose of the candle magic that you're doing. So with that, you are then continually bringing your attention back to the outcome that you want, the thing you are trying to manifest, and bringing it back to, or bringing your attention back to the energy that needs to be manipulated in a certain way and directed in a certain way. And that's why candle magic works so well. It's why any manifestation technique works so well. But I find with candle magic, it may just be me, it may vary from person to person, but I feel that with candle magic, there's a particular, I'm going to say, passion that gets evoked while you're doing candle magic. I think it's probably because you've got a flame, and a flame is fire, and fire is passion, and that brings that passion into your manifestation. And as I say, you need, for any manifestation technique, you need that feeling appreciation in order for the energy to flow properly, and therefore to bring what you want into your life. So with the candle magic, with the flame, with the fire, and with the passion that it generates within you, it helps to create that feeling appreciation. So you don't need to actually sit down and try and visualize or think about how it would actually feel to have that thing. You are looking at this flame, and that's creating the passion, that's creating the feeling appreciation, and it can therefore direct your intent. And it's the same as working with ritual, actually. It's part psychological and it's part energy manipulation. But if you're performing a ritual to do a particular form of magic, or particular ritual can be used for many things. So whatever you're using the ritual for, if you're going through the motions, as you're going through the motions, psychologically you're getting yourself into that state, but you're also moving in a particular way which generates and manipulates and moves the energy in a particular fashion. If that energy isn't moving in a particular fashion, if you're not pulling in the energy and you're not actually using it in the correct manner, the ritual is actually pointless. So it's not just about the psychological aspect, it's also about the energy manipulation. There are many people who will do a circle casting, for instance, who will just stand in a position, say a few words, wave the hands around, and think that that's it. But it's about actually pulling in the energy. If you go to the cardinal points and you call on the watchtowers, let's just take an example. You call on the watchtowers. If you just say the words and you don't actually do the visualization and you don't actually pull in, and I'm going to say physically pull in, but it's physically, mentally and emotionally and spiritually, you pull that energy in toward you and into the space that you're creating, and defining that space so that you can do your ritual work and create your own little cosmos. You are the creatrix in that ritual space, and you are drawing in energy from the cardinal points, from above, from below, into the center. If you're going to look, I'll be looking at artificial crossroads. Will probably be next Friday, which I'm going to speak about the quincunx and also the witch's foot. Very interesting topic, where you actually pull in the energy from different directions in order to create an artificial crossroads, and very powerful stuff when done properly, if you're pulling in the energy. But anyway, I'm going to start rambling about other stuff just now, so I'm going to finish this here, and I think you get the idea. So to put it into a nutshell, when you're doing candle magic, it's part psychological, it's part energy manipulation. It's part from your side, where you are actually bringing your focus back to a particular thing and therefore manipulating and directing the energy. It's also part color correspondence, which has a particular energy to it. And also, third part is the herbs and the minerals and the stones that you use, which hold their own energy and their own aspects, which all put together creates the magic. And that's it. If you like my content, please like, share and subscribe, and hit the little notification bell so you know when I bring out new videos. And please comment. I would love to hear from people. I do love to hear from people, and get your opinions. And that's it. Thanks. Cheers.